Well, there we go. Thought I'd try something different today because I'm at the rink crazy early because my daughter, she does gymnastics around the corner from the Sadlin Arena, and since we're doing our first broadcast tonight, figured why don't we do a live? We'll see who's around. If you have any questions or if there's anything that you want to know, you can send your questions my way. I just got my media kit for tonight's game. We've got the Barrie Colts taking on the Brampton Steelheads. As a broadcaster, tonight will be the first test to see how many times do I say Mississauga Steelheads, because of course, remember, the Mississauga Steelheads relocated to Brampton during the off season, and now we've got the Brampton Steelheads. So during the broadcast, if you're tuning into the game tonight on Rogers TV, puck drop is at 7 o'clock. Try and keep track of how many times I end up saying the Mississauga Steelheads instead of Brampton. But it is a part of the business. The other thing, too, is this is the first game that we're doing with the Brampton Steelheads. I remember when we had the Brampton Battalion, so that's going to be the other thing to watch for. How many times do I say Brampton Battalion on the broadcast? Hopefully it'll be 0, but we'll have to wait and see how this all goes. This also live streaming on my phone at the arena is new to me, so I'm just going to try and see how this is all going to work. I'm not sure how often we're going to do live streams from the Sadlin Arena before puck drop, as it is the final preseason game for the Barrie Colts. They lost last night in Owen Sound by a score of 4-2. Of course, a lot of their key players and veterans right now off at NHL camps, including Cole Beaudoin, who apparently is shining pretty bright with the Utah Hockey Club. They're really liking what they got there with the Barrie Colts centerman. We'll have to wait and see when he returns from main camp, because the OHL regular season begins on Wednesday. The Saginaw Spirit open the season at home, and then of course the Barrie Colts will be on the road to start the year in Sudbury, and that's a week tomorrow night. At this point, I'm planning to go up, so we'll wait and see if that does happen. If I do go to that game, expect a post-game recap. I don't know if I'll be able to do a live before the game in Sudbury, but we'll have to wait and see on that front. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. See, I'm not used to streaming here on my phone, because usually I am at my, well, I'm at home usually when I do the live stream. So this is the first, yeah, so we'll see how this is going. I see we've got 8 people now here on the live stream. Welcome. If you're coming to the game tonight, if you want, you can come say hi. Or if you're watching the game, it's going to be on Rogers TV, and it's also going to be on CHL TV. I believe tonight's game will be broadcast for free. It's one of those free games before the regular season gets underway. So if you want to check out the game tonight, that's where you can find it. If you don't have Rogers TV, if you are in Simcoe County, you'll be able to tune in. I know it might not be Collingwood. I think they've actually changed some of the markets that are going to be able to watch the games now going forward. It sounds like Collingwood Midland might not be able to tune in on Rogers TV, so you'll want to make sure that you check your box before tuning into tonight's game. But it should be a good game. These two teams, of course, favorites going into the 2024-25 season. The Brampton Steelheads, they've loaded up. However, they've yet to win a game in this preseason. But you can take the preseason with a grain of salt, because everyone's still trying to get used to one another, trying to find that chemistry, and it will take some time to figure out how that's all going to work out with that. Now, let me just see. Trying to see here if I can. I'm new to the live streaming on my phone. Usually, like I said, I do it on my laptop at home, but we're gonna try. This is just something new. I figured I've got the extra time here. I'll show you where I'm at actually. Here, let me figure it out. So I'm going to. Yeah, I don't need that. So here, I'll show you where. I'm trying to turn my camera around. There we go. So here at the Sadlin Arena, I'm on the broadcast left, so you can see the Brampton Steelheads bus. It has arrived. The players right now getting ready for tonight's game. The Rogers crew, we're up here in the press box, so my spot is just up here. Thomas West will actually have the color commentary tonight. Usually he's our rinkside host, but Gene Pereira not able to go for tonight's game. And yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. We'll see what the attendance is like. I know the last couple of preseason games have been pretty good. I'm not sure if I can actually zoom in, but you can see there's a couple of players for the Barrie Colts on the bench right now, just doing their pregame routine. I don't have the lines as of yet, but once I get the lines, I don't know if I'm going to get the lines before this live stream is over. I'm actually not sure how long I'm going to be doing this live stream for. Oh, it looks like I can start a poll. Let's not do that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm trying to see if I can get comments on here, because if you have any questions, I can try and answer those questions, or if there's something that you just want to know. But yeah, like I said, this is totally new to me. We got the live chat on. Anyone can participate. Yeah, we'll just see how tonight goes. So it should be a good game. Of course, just like the Barrie Colts, the Brampton Steelheads, they won't have all their veterans in the lineup tonight. Carson Rakoff, of course, one of those players who's still at his NHL camp. It's going to be fascinating to see how this team plays this year for Brampton, because they do have great chemistry coming into this regular season with Angus McDonnell, Porter Martone, and then you add a guy like Carson Rakoff, and then in net, you've got Jack Ivankovic, who of course is going to take the lead after Ryerson Leanders was traded to the Brantford Bulldogs. So this is a team that's really deep, and we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. We also saw today, if you haven't noticed, Bob McKenzie released his draft projections for this year on tsn.ca, and Porter Martone is the one that's expected to be in the top 5 in the NHL draft. That's the early predictions right now. The top player from the OHL, according to Bob McKenzie, is Matthew Schaefer of the Erie Otters, and the defenseman, I'm expecting him to have a big year with the Erie Otters. He did great at the Hlinka Gretzky tournament, and I think that's going to translate well once this regular season gets underway. And then, of course, Porter Martone, Michael Misa, the forwards, also expected to go in the top 10. So it's the one exciting thing about junior hockey is how we can see these prospects before they end up going over to the National Hockey League. And I remember when Connor McDavid was playing with the Erie Otters, just the chance to come to some of these small, more intimate rinks and being able to see that talent before it goes off to the National Hockey League. So if you do get a chance this season to go and see the Brampton Steelheads, it's worth the price of admission to see Porter Martone and even the likes of Matthew Schaefer when the Erie Otters are in your neck of the woods. I'm trying to see if I can see if there's any comments here. Unless I need to change my phone direction. Well, anyways, if there are questions, I will try and answer them in the comments section after. Because I really need to figure out how to do these live streams on my phone. Because I would like to do more of these live streams before games when I can. Especially if there's news items that I can share about either team. For the Barrie Colts, if you watched the Eastern Conference preview video that I posted yesterday alongside Gene Pereira, it was revealed that Bo Jelsma is going to be out due to a shoulder injury that he suffered at the Pittsburgh Penguins camp. So that's going to be potentially up to 8 weeks before Bo Jelsma returns, which is really tough. Barrie Colts captain entering his overage season. A lot of high expectations coming into this year, and Bo Jelsma, the center of it, he is quite the leader on this Barrie Colts team, and really a key factor in how the Barrie Colts made the playoffs last year after being basically at the bottom of the league standings at the OHL trade deadline last year. So Jelsma, he'll be out, but that'll actually open things up for other players to get ready for this upcoming season. It's going to be interesting to see how Brad Gardner fits in with this team, Emil Hemming. Those two, of course, still with the Dallas Stars camp, so we'll have to wait and see when they return. But still, it's going to be an exciting year, and can't wait to get this one underway. And yeah, since I can't see the comments, I'm going to try one more time. Yeah, that's the highlights, but there's got to be a way that I could see comments. I'm going to have to figure this out, I think, for next time. But still, what if I do this? No, that's not going to work. There we go. Anyways, so if you have any questions or comments you want to put down below, you can do that here, and I'll try and answer those questions. Also, just want to thank those who have already subscribed to the channel. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which is unreal. So if you've already subscribed, thank you very much for your encouragement and wanting to stay up to date with everything going on in the Ontario Hockey League and the Barrie Colts. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, that's okay. But if you want to join, welcome aboard. And yeah, let's get this season underway. So tonight's game between the Barrie Colts and the Brampton Steelheads, see, I did it again. That gets underway at 7 o'clock on Rogers TV, or you can watch it on CHL TV. So I'm going to end the stream here because I can't see your comments. I'm going to try and fix this for next time, but stay tuned. I'll have a recap after the game to talk about how both these teams looked out on the ice. So have yourself a great night, and we will talk to you again soon.